Good day. On this app today, I'm going to show you a couple different strategies that I use together, combine them together to actually win at roulette. This is a very unique strategy. We're actually going to use the history of the spins instead of just betting randomly. We'll use the history of the spins to help assist us in determining what our next bets will be. The streak betting is very simple. You're going to look at your last two spins. They either have to be red or black numbers, no zeros. If you have zeros in your last two spins, you must spin to remove them from the last two spins. As the wheel spins, this system is called the Texas two-step. It's very simple. It's easy to recover from. You only have to win once and you will be in profit, and I'll show you that as we go. Or you have the other option of playing a little bit more aggressively, and as you win, you move up and down the Fibonacci ladder in a comfortable position. I usually will move up and down the Fibonacci ladder at the lower bets, but when the bets start getting a little high, I'll take my one win and I'll restart. So I kind of combine the two systems. You don't always have to restart from the beginning. Okay, Texas two steps. Again, I'll apologize. There may be some commercials that pop up that I'm going to have to wait for or close out. So I apologize for that in advance. But let's start the system. Let's start the Texas two steps. A very simple system. You make your first bet. Okay, we got 35 and we got 24. They're both black. They're both high.
No more bets.
Well, we can't bet right now. We're going to have to wait, which may change our betting strategy. Okay, so we've got three blacks in a row. So the first thing we can do is we're going to bet black. If we win and it's still black, then you're going to go to two columns or two rows of your choice. My preference is to continue with the streak, so I would take my original $10 bet and place it on column 1 and my winnings and place on column 2. That's step 2 of the process. That's it. Once you win step 2, you will be in profit. You'll set a new high profit margin. So let me clear this out. Let's go ahead and make our bet, and I'll show you. We'll go through it. We'll go through it and see what happens. My goal is to make at least 10 to 30% of what your bankroll is. 20% is a good number. We're paying $10 now, so that's a $2,000 bankroll. That's basically $400. Okay, well, you see we lost that spin. We've got odd, and odd, so let's do $20 on odd.
No more bets.
Let's see what we get. Okay, we got even. It's fine. Just starting the process, but we've got two reds. But also, I'm starting to notice a pattern that looks like it's even, odd, odd. So that's not really a pattern, but we've got two reds. So let's bet red for 30.
No more bets.
And the next bet, and let's see what we get. Okay, we got red. So what I like to do is I like to try to keep the streak going. So we have three red numbers, so I like to pick the columns that have the most red numbers in it, and our bet was $30. So we take our original bet of $30 and we place it on one column. Then we take our winnings that we have and we place on the column that has the most red numbers in it. So we're basically leaving out the second column. 7 hit. Okay, that's in the first column. As you can see, we are now at a $50 profit already. And then our last bet was, of course, the $50 bet. So you have the option of restarting, which we will do to show you how safe it is, the safest system. So you can restart at $10. So we have 7, 5, and 16, 2 lows and 3 reds. So let's just go with the red streak for now.
No more bets.
And bet $10. Well, look in there, it hit red. Surprise, surprise, surprise. And red streak looked like it's getting a little longer, so you might want to start looking for another streak. You don't necessarily have to stay with the red. I do see some lows. They're all low, They all look like they're low. So we can go red or we can go low. Let's just continue with the red streak. We won $10. So let's just do 10 and 10.
No more bets.
11 hit. It's in the second column, so we lost. So we have some low numbers there. We have 11, 12, and 7. So we'll place a $20 bet on
No
the
more
low.
bets.
Let's see what happens. 17, which is a low number. Okay, now you look at your last two, and they're black. And they're also low. So you continue with the low pattern, or you can combine the two and say, okay, well, I like this black pattern that's going on. So let's bet the columns for black and see what happens. So our last bet was $20. So let's just put $20 in here. Again, you could continue to bet the low if you want it, which in that case, if you were betting the low, you put $20 and $20 there. Okay? But I like
No
this,
more
so let's just try this out. See what happens. 19. There you go, I won. The black streak didn't continue, so again, I got lucky, I won. But we are now at a profit of $80. So let's go back again to the beginning and a $10 bet. We've got 19, we got 17 and 11. So I see some odd numbers there, so
No more bets.
let's bet odd. 28 hit even, so we know we lost that. Now I'm starting to see a pattern. Here's a commercial. Give me 1 second while I clear it out. So now I see a pattern. I see two highs, or I see red, black, or I see black, red, black. But let's go with the two highs for now. Our last bet was $10 that we lost, so we're on 20.
No more bets.
Okay, well, we lost. So I see we've got two blacks and two evens, so let's just go with even, because there's not very many evens down on the history board compared to odds. So our last bet was 20, so now it's 30. Let's
No
press
more
this in
bets.
with even and see what we get. 36 even. Now, when doing evens and odds, there's really no rows or columns you can pick. So what I like to do, you can't actually pick a column that has more evens in it than odds, because they're going to be equal. So what I like to do is I like to pick last to hit, which was 36. So let's just go ahead and play it in the rows right now. And our bet was, last one was 30, so there's $30 there. And longest since it's hit, which is actually right next to it, the middle column. So let's spin and
No
see
more
what we get.
bets.
And this is just the way I play it. You can come up with your strategies or techniques that you like to use yourself. But this seems to work really well for me. Well, there you go. We've hit it. Wow. Well, now we're already at $110. Okay, pretty simple. I still see even, so let's just go back to 10.
No more
and
bets.
bet even. After the next win, if we're somewhere in the middle, I will show you the alternative to restarting at the very beginning. We won them even. Okay, we've got some high numbers there, so let's just go ahead and put 10 and 10 and
No
even,
more
see if we
bets.
can keep a good streak going here. 13, that is not, oh, actually, that did win. I apologize. So now we've got two blacks. We don't have highs anymore, but we can continue to bet. So we'll go back to step one and we'll bet on black for $10.
No more bets.
Since we're at the lowest level, we can't go any lower. Hit 14 red. Now I see 14, 13. They're both low, so let's go 20 on low.
No more bets.
Again, there'll be multiple patterns that you may see that I miss. The more you play this, the easier the patterns pop out at you. You'll be amazed at some of the things that you see. So our last bet was low, which we hit, okay? And it was for $20. So let's go $20 on the
No more bets.
two lowest rows, the first 12 and the second 12. And 28 hit. No big deal, not an issue. You see we're losing as we're going down. So you see our profits going down. So our net last win was, our net bet was $20 because we had two bets out there, so to divide it by two. You've got a pattern. You really don't have a pattern. You have a 28 even, and then you have a 3 odd, and then you have a red even. So we could do even, odd, even. Let's bet odd. For our next bet would be $30.
No more bets.
We hit 0. Perfect example to show you what to do when we hit 0. And 0 seems to pop up when there's a hard time finding
No more
a
bets.
bet to make. Or if there's a long streak, it seems to like to break the streaks. So we're going to have to do 2 spins. That's
No
the
more
first
bets.
spin. Here's your second spin. Okay, they're both red. They're both high. Our last bet was $30, so our next bet is going to be $50. Let's just put it on. Let's put it on red. We could bet either or.
No more bets.
You're given options sometimes. It was high. Well, that's fine. We can just go to $80 on high now because we know that there's still a pattern for high.
No more bets.
$28 hit. That's high. That's great. So then we take 80, and I like to continue hoping that it's going to be high, and I'll bet
No
the
more
2
bets.
high rows. Second 12 and third 12. See what we get. 20. We won. Let's see where our profit is now. Well, look at that. We're at $180. We're at a new session high. Now, this is the modification that you can do if you want to be a little bit more aggressive. Our last bet was 80, and we won the 2-step process. So instead of beginning at the beginning, you can actually just go down 1 level to the $50 bet. Let's do that and show you how that works. Again, we have black, so we'll go to 50.
No more bets.
Bet on black. Black hit. So obviously I like to bet the 2 columns that have the most black numbers in it. So I'll put 50 here, 50 there,
No more
and
bets.
bet. You always try to complete the 2 steps, going up or down. 19 red, that should be a winner. There's a winner. And you see we're at $280 now. So we could step down again. We could go from 50 to 30. Let's see what we have. Let's just try it. We'll go 19. We've got a high number, red, odd, and then we got a couple evens. And looks like it's high, low, high, low. So let's go low for $30.
No more bets.
$34. That's okay. We lost. Now we go back up to the $50 bet. And there's 2 reds, so let's bet 50.
No more bets.
Okay, black hit. So we go to the next bet. This is where it becomes, as you can see, your bets are progressively getting higher because you didn't start at 10, so your bets are getting higher than they normally would. So we got a 17 and a 34, and we got a 19. So we've got really no pattern. Again, this is where 0 usually likes to come in, but I'm going to try the pattern of red. So it'll go red, black, red for 80. Because our last bet was 50.
No more bets.
Okay, red hit. So we hope this pattern continues. So what I like to do is, hoping it's going to be black. So what I would do is I would bet 80 on the 2 columns that have the most black numbers in it.
No more bets.
And spin. 15. We lost, I believe, because that's in column 3. So then you go to your next bet. Sorry for the commercial. It's 12 seconds long. But it can give you time to reflect on seeing how safe it is if you start from the very beginning, or how much money, how fast your money profits increase as you move up and down the Fibonacci ladder. So our next bet is going to be 130, and we've got red, black, black. So we're going to go 130 for red.
No more
Just see what
bets.
happens. Okay, we hit red. 19. So then we're going to go 130 here, because we're hoping it's going to hit black.
No more bets.
Alternating that pattern of red, black. 36, it didn't. That's fine. And we'll go to the 210 bet. But they're all red, so we'll go 210 here,
No more bets.
which is your last two bets. 130 and 80. Red hit. So we've got a nice little red pattern going on here. So let's go 210 on the two columns that have the most red numbers in it.
No more bets.
21. We won. But as you can see, our bet got a little bit high. We're now at $410 profit. So my suggestion, or the way that I play it, is I would start back from the beginning and start at my $10 bet and look at the wheel. There's a lot of red, so let's just bet
No
red
more
$10.
bets.
Zero hit. That's a good number to end on, because you know you're going to have 2 spins to clear it out. So we'll just end the video there. So this is streak betting using the Texas two-step strategy. Your first step is an outside bet. You've got to find something in common with the last 2 spins, and they either have to be red or black numbers. They can't be zeros. Pretty simple system. You see the profit that we made, $400 using it. It surpassed the profit of well, 2,000 at 20% is 400. So that we're right at our profit margin where we'd want to be in cash out. And then let's look at my hit percent. My hit percent's a little low. It's 48%. Usually when I play this system, it usually runs anywhere from 50 to 55%. But 48% ain't bad. If you compare it to other systems, of course you can't compare it to 9th Street, because obviously 9th Street will be hitting multiple numbers. But if you compare it to any other system that's similar, you'll see that the hit percentages your hit percentages will increase, because you're being assisted with your bet by the history that you see on the wheel. That's it. If you have any questions, feel free to holler back at me and let me know. Thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. This is the Texas two-step strategy using the betting system I like to call streak betting. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye.